Next one is Danielle Buttry, with going to be in jail. Docket number 15134, State versus Valerie Ann Campbell. Or I'm sorry, do we have Ms. Buttry on the screen? Thank you. Are you Danielle Buttry?
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, have a seat, please. Have a seat.
Ms. Buttry, you are here today on a charge of probation violation. You have the right to an attorney. It's alleged that you were placed on probation on or about August the 12th of 2022 for a period of 11 months and 29 days, and that you have violated your probation by failing to report, as well as failing to pay restitution and court costs and probation fees. You have the right to an attorney. Do you want a lawyer to represent you?
Yes, sir.
All right, public defender.
I can please what I'm on now.
I'm sorry, repeat that.
Frank concurrent for where I'm at right now.
Well, I'm going to let your lawyer talk to you about that. That may be possible, but right now what we're doing is just giving you a lawyer so that Mr. Hooper with the public defender's office can get familiar with the facts and circumstances of where you are, and he can try to work something out for you as quickly as possible. Okay?
Your Honor, can I ask her where she's being
Where
held?
are you located?
Robertson County Jail.
Robertson County.
Yes.
All right, Mr. Hooper will be in touch with you, see if he can get that worked out for you. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
November 25th.
Yes, sir.
Docket number 15134, State versus Valerie Ann Campbell. Valerie Campbell, come on. Campbell, you're here to be arraigned on an indictment charging you with violation of a motor vehicle ignition interlock device, forfeiture of violation of your bond conditions, rather, driving while your license was revoked in the open container. You have the right to an attorney. Do you wish to have a lawyer represent you?
Yes.
Are you planning on hiring one?
No, I can't afford it.
Raise your right hand. Let's place you under oath.
You solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you have shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes.
All right. You just fill that out. You're signing it under oath, so make sure it's accurate. We'll come back to you. Docket number 14555, State versus Hayden Grant Chapel. Patrick.
Thank you, Your Honor.
We also have an arraignment judge on one big case.
New charge is on docket number 15135.
Yes.
Is arraignment on the charge of vehicular assault, driving under the influence, second offense, apply consent, revoke license, seatbelt, open container, financial responsibility. You representing on those charges?
I do, Your Honor. Enter a plea of not guilty to any and all charges, waive reading of the indictment. And if I may, Your Honor, we already have a deal in place on this.
You have a what?
We have a deal in place on this. We're just waiting on drug court. He has applied. I've been in communication with him. They've sent me updates on it. Waiting on the final approval. I've spoken to General Brassfield, and we've agreed to reset this to make sure we got it over.
Are you talking about Gentleman Cloud?
Yeah, absolutely. I am through January's term.
Right. What date in January?
Right out loud. January the
6th, is it the 6th, Madam Clerk?
yes, yes.
All right, reset for January the 6th. Chapel needs to understand that he's on probation as well as now has pending charges. If he is arrested on any new charges, that will forfeit his right to bail.
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, the only other thing I have on the docket, I have a number of motions, and DA General Hornick and I spoke to him. He opposes him being heard. by.
You filed a number of motions in a case that's set in November in front of a different judge.
Yes, sir, that's where I was going.
Yeah, and I don't want to hear motions that are substantive motions in a case where another judge is going to have to then be responsible for the trial of that case, because if I make it really wouldn't bother me, I guess, because if I make the wrong decision, it would go up on appeal and it'd be reversed in that judge's name. So it might, might be okay with me, but I don't think that judge is going to be very happy about that. So when it's set for November, the trial date is November 13th. So you need to get it set for those motions to be heard prior to that day, which would
November
be
12th.
November the 12th, the day before your trial.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's all I have. Really, excuse me.
Docket number 15136, State versus Michael Andrew Crowell. Crowell, you're here to be arraigned on the charge of child abuse, neglect, or endangerment of a child 8 years or less by exposure to drugs. You have the right to an attorney. Do you wish to have a lawyer represent you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you planning to hire a lawyer?
No, Your Honor.
You don't have the ability to hire a lawyer?
No.
Raise your right hand and let's put you under oath.
You solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you give to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're going to fill out an affidavit of your income and expenses to me to determine whether or not you qualify to have an attorney appointed. And I'll come back to you on the second call to determine that issue.
Yes, Your Honor.
Docket number 15072, State versus Brendan Davon Durr. Brendan Davon Durr, B-U-R-R, for status, actually attorney status and status of the case. It shows on the docket that the defendant called on October the 7th to let us know that he got his dates fixed up. Judge Wolfe, in an exercise of bad judgment, apparently authorized moving the court date to October the 21st, 2025, and he is not here.
Yes.
All right, what is his bond?
A $3,500 bond with NBA bond.
Be a conditional forfeiture of his bond in the amount of $3,500, a citation of the bond in the company, you need to set it 6 months down the road, final forfeiture. Cases for the defendant's arrest, new bond would be $10,000.
Yes.
And if he calls you back this time to say that he got the wrong dates, you might want to explain to him that's not going to be an acceptable excuse the second day around. So. Docket number 15137, State versus Justin Micahs Eastep. Eastep, you're here to be arraigned on an indictment charging you with possession of methamphetamine, unlawful drug paraphernalia, failure to appear, and driving while in possession of methamphetamine. You have the right to a lawyer. Do you wish to have a lawyer?
Yes.
Are you planning on hiring a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
You're going to hire your own lawyer. Do you want me to read this indictment to you here in open court, or do you want to read it yourself?
I agree with myself.
Show he waived the formal reading of the indictment, enter a plea of not guilty. How long do you expect it to take you to hire a lawyer?
Maybe not. This month.
All right. What's the step? What do you wish to do, Joe?
Judge, we can set it for attorney status on November the 12th, and go ahead and set it for trial on April the 23rd of 2026, with the plea date of April the 14th, 2026.
All right. Attorney status of November 12th. I've written these dates here, and what that means is you need to be back with your lawyer on November the 12th, 2025. Those other dates are the trial dates, and I put them on your docket as well. So,
Sir.
thank you. Number 15138, State of Tennessee versus Chevy O. Forrester. Mr. Forrester, is that you here for jail?
Yes, sir.
You are here to be arraigned on the charge of theft of property, burglary of a building other than a habitat, a non-public building, and introduction of contraband into a penal facility. You have the right to an attorney. Do you wish to have a lawyer?
Appointed, sir.
Public defender?
Waiving formal reading indictment, enter a plea of not guilty, Your Honor.
Public defender has been appointed, plea of not guilty is entered. He's been given a copy of your charges. He'll be up to talk with you and get you ready for your next court appearance. When is that?
Put that on November the 12th, Judge, and you set trial and that lost dates.
All right, November the 12th will be your next court date, and we'll see if the state and the defense can agree on anything. If not, we'll set you for trial. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Docket number 15139, State versus Darrell L. French. French, you are here to be arraigned on an indictment charging you with possession of methamphetamine with intent to sell or deliver, simple possession of a Schedule 6 drug, possession of drug paraphernalia, unlawful removal or alteration of a registration tag, financial responsibility law, and the light law of the motor vehicle laws. You have the right to an attorney. You wish to have a lawyer represent you. Are you planning on hiring a lawyer?
Like Chief,
I'm sorry.
I'd like Chief to hire a lawyer.
You want to hire a lawyer, all right? Then, do you want me to read this indictment to you in open court, or do you want to read it yourself?
I agree.
Shall we waive the formal reading of the indictment? Plea of not guilty will be entered. How long will it take you to hire a lawyer?
60, 90 days.
Well, I'm going to give you another status date of November the 12th of 2025 to see if you've hired a lawyer by that time. What about the rest of the day?
Your Honor, it'd be April the 14th for final plea day, April the 24th trial.
April what? The trial?
24th.
24th. So you're going to have a last opportunity to settle your case by an agreement on April the 14th of 2026, and then your trial date is going to be April the 24th of 2026. So you need to be back here. I've written all those dates in there, but your next court date here is going to be November the 12th.
Okay.
Docket number 15140, State versus Anthony Cooper Guthrie. Mr. Guthrie, you're here to be arraigned on the charge of possession of methamphetamine or casual exchange, misdemeanor possession or casual exchange, and also another count of simple possession of casual exchange. You have the right to a lawyer. Do you want a lawyer to represent you?
Yes, sir.
You'll appoint the public defender?
Yes, sir.
Waive formal reading indictment, enter a plea of not guilty, Your Honor.
Plea of not guilty is entered.
Put that on November 12th, Your Honor.
November the 12th. Your lawyer will be up to talk with you as soon as he's able.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. That case is 14675B, State versus Tara Faye Hall. Show that you have a motion.
Yes, Judge. She's going to be brought down. I think we're going to reach an agreement, but there's some details to work out. If we could just second call her.
All right, put in a second call for a bring down. Bring over, I guess.
Well, I got to make sure she hears too.
Not much of a decline. 15141, State versus Christopher Hayes Haskins. Mr. Haskins, you're here to be arraigned on an indictment charging you with possession of methamphetamine with intent to sell and distribute, simple possession of Schedule 6 drugs, simple possession of Schedule 3 drugs, possession of drugs paraphernalia, driving without a license, and failure to appear. You have a right to a lawyer. Do you wish to have a lawyer to represent you?
Yes.
Are you on medication or under any influence of any narcotics at the moment?
No.
You appear to be, and that's why I'm asking.
No.
Why are you acting the way you're acting?
Been up all night with my cousin. She's sick.
You've been up all night with what?
My cousin, she's sick.
All right, so are you planning on hiring a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
You are. Do you want me to read this indictment to you, or do you wish to read it yourself?
I'll read it, sir.
So we waive the formal reading of the indictment. Plea of not guilty will be entered. Is General, what do you want to do about the trial that dates?
Trial date being April, or excuse me, plea date, April the 14th, trial, April 15th.
What, and how long do you think, do we have a December date or January date?
We have December the 9th, December the 12th, December the 16th,
I'm
and
gonna do
January.
December the
6th.
9th. On December the 9th, you need to be back here with a lawyer so that we can make sure you've got a lawyer representing you before your trial date in April. So make sure you get a good night's sleep when you come back. All right, at the jail, State versus Charles R. Herman. Herman, you're here to be arraigned on an indictment charging you with possession of methamphetamine with intent to distribute, DUI, first offense, implied consent, driving on a revoked license, and unlawful drug paraphernalia. Have the right to an attorney. Do you wish to have a lawyer represent you? Public defender will be appointed.
Waive formal reading of the indictment, enter a plea of not guilty.
So you're not guilty as entered. Dates, Joe?
Plea date, April the 14th, trial date, April the 16th.
All right. Public defender will be up to talk with you. We'll move to page 7, docket number 15143, State versus Amanda Christine Hollis. Ms. Hollis, you're here to be arraigned on an indictment charging you with making false report to a police officer, tampering with evidence, as well as possession of unlawful drug paraphernalia. You have the right to an attorney. Do you wish to have a lawyer represent you?
I've hired Jake Walker as my attorney.
Who, which locker?
Jake.
Jake Locker, all right. And Mr. Locker is not here today, but do you want to stand in for him for arraignment? Yes, sir. But you've actually hired him to represent you, is that
Oh,
correct?
yes, sir. I thought I was pleading out today.
He has reached out to our office judge saying he represented her. I don't know if he's filed anything.
If he's supposed to be here, as far as you know,
Yes,
this is
sir.
just for an arraignment, so we'll show that he is the lawyer. We'll show that you want a formal reading of that indictment.
No, Your Honor.
On behalf of Mr. Locker, Mr. Cooper is waiving the formal reading of the indictment. A plea of not guilty will be entered. And what dates do you want to set?
Put it on November the 12th.
November the 12th will be for status. If Mr. Locker can get something worked out for you as quickly as possible, then he can let us know. Right now, he's not here, so.
Can I ask for bond reduction at this time?
Pardon?
Your Honor, may I ask for a bond reduction at this time?
You can ask for a bond reduction, but you have a lawyer. That lawyer is going to have to be present for a bond hearing. So you need to contact Mr. Locker and find out why he's not here today and tell him that you want to try to get a bond reduction. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Well, thank you. Next case is 15144, State versus Joshua Chad Hopkins.
Mr. Flanagan.
All right. So that Mr. Flanagan is the attorney for the defendant and waived the formal reading of the indictment. Plea of not guilty is entered. Gentlemen,
Your Honor, April the 14th for plea, April the 17th.
right? Thank you. At the jail, docket number 15092A, State versus Justin E. Jones. Mr. Atchison, or as you're now known, DUI Mark.
Good morning, Judge. Your Honor, Mr. Jones is on the docket. I had filed a motion for a mental health assessment. Whenever the court wants to take it up, I can speak to General Horn about the motion.
We'll put it on special call. You can talk about it and we'll hear it. Docket number 15145, State versus Jeremy H. Lavender. Lavender, you're here to be arraigned on the possession of an indictment charging you with this simple possession of methamphetamine. You have a right to an attorney. Do you wish to have a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
Planning on hiring a lawyer?
Would like to hire an attorney. I'm currently in a drug rehab and my release date from there is 3rd of November. And so if I could have a week or two after that, then I would certainly be able to.
What dates are you wanting to assign this trial?
Judge, we just put it on November the 12th for status. That'll give you a chance.
Right. November the 12th for your status, and that will be giving you an opportunity to hire a lawyer. So be back here at 9 o'clock on November the 12th. Let us know who you hire. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Docket number 15146, State versus Cammy Gale Lewis.
Sir, have a seat, please.
Cammy Gale Lewis for arraignment. We'll put it on second call. Let's see if we can locate person. Docket number 15147, State versus Mason Parker Lewis. Mason Parker Lewis.
He's with Mr.
Carter.
Terry.
Docket number 15120, State versus Shwanda N. Lombardo.
That is my case. She
She
also has a new arraignment. I've been in touch with her. I'm not sure where she's at this morning. I know she lives a ways away and doesn't have a license, so she may be running late. I'll try and get in touch with
I'll
her.
put it on the second call to give you a chance to find out. Docket number 13758A, State versus Art Portillo Lopez Jr.
Judge, that's also mine. I don't know if he's on Zoom.
He's in jail, so he would there.
Sorry, we were in conference last week, so I didn't call that sooner, but
I wasn't trying to make him feel bad. I was just letting you know.
we represent Mr. Lopez on a VOP that's based upon him being dismissed from drug court. And it's my understanding that as a result of him being dismissed from drug court, that creates a conflict of interest for our office. And so I think
I
that
still understand why that is the case, but I also understand that that's the position that your office takes due to the fact that you have members of your office that are on the board, something in that order.
yes, Judge.
All right, I will allow you to withdraw. Mr. Lopez, I'm going to need to appoint you another lawyer, and looking to my right, the only lawyer that I can see that's local enough that I can appoint would be Mr. Mark Atchison. Mr. Atchison, you mind taking this appointment for Mr. Portillo Lopez Jr.
I don't see why not, Judge.
Thank you, Judge. And
It's a probation violation, so we will give you an opportunity by setting it to November the 28th. See what you can work out. 25th, November 25th.
Judge, I've got an order.
Thank you, Judge.
We go back to page 1, docket number 15130, State versus Roy Thomas Farm Street. Farm Street, you're here today to be arraigned on an indictment charging you with 25 different counts, including money laundering, manufacturing, and possession of methamphetamine with intent to sell, distribute, possession of Schedule II drug, fentanyl, theft of a firearm, possession of a weapon by convicted felon, aggravated assault on law enforcement officer, possession of firearm with intent to go armed, and multiple other counts. You have the right to an attorney. You wish to have a lawyer represent you?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Hooper, the Simpson.
Each form reading the indictment, they were pleading not guilty, Your Honor.
Right. Plead not guilty is entered. General,
Gunner, November the 12th for status. So which trial date to be.
November 12th for status. Mr. Hooper with the Public Defender's Office can talk to you and get you ready for the next step in your case. Thank you. All right, going back into page 8, we're move that so that he can move it. Thank you. All right, document 1549, State versus Harold Maurice Marsh. Mr. Marsh, you are here to be arraigned on an indictment charging you with resisting arrest, resisting a stop, arrest, or search, and criminal trespass and disorderly conduct. You have the right to an attorney. Do you wish to have a lawyer represent you?
Pro se.
You want to represent yourself on this matter?
Yes, sir.
All right, you understand that if you represent, you have every right to represent yourself without any question. The Constitution gives everyone that right. But you understand that you would be held to the same standard as a person who
Yes,
has
sir.
been trained in the law and who has a law degree.
Yes, sir.
Have you familiarized yourself with the rules of criminal procedure?
Pretty much so, yes, sir.
Have you familiarized yourself with the rules of evidence?
Yeah, but I'm trying to get the evidence, but city police keep on putting up roadblocks, so I can't get my evidence.
Okay, well, there's a difference between getting your evidence and see, there are certain rules. And as a judge, the judge who hears your case has to enforce the rules of evidence, which means only certain material can come into a courtroom under our rules of evidence. So the question is just a matter of whether or not you feel like you are competent to represent yourself. How far did you go in school?
I dropped out in 10th grade.
That's right, right. But do you understand what you're asking the court to allow you to do?
Yes, sir.
And you understand you're waiving your right to an attorney in order to do that?
Yes, sir.
To show that he has waived his right to an attorney. Mr. Marsh, I am here to arraign you. Do you wish me to read this indictment to you in open court, or do you want to waive that formal reading and read it yourself?
I'd like you to read it in court, please, sir.
In the circuit court for Humphreys County, plaintiff waiver in the October term of the grand jury 2025. Grand jurors of Humphreys County, Tennessee, duly elected and panel is sworn, do find that on or about April the 20th, 2025, in Humphreys County, Tennessee, Harold Maurice Marsh did unlawfully and intentionally prevent or obstruct a law enforcement officer, Corey Field, with the Waverly Police Department from effecting a stop, frisk, halt, arrest in violation of Tennessee Code Annotated 39-16-602, a Class B misdemeanor, all of which is against the peace and dignity of the state of Tennessee. Count 2, and the grand jurors do find that on or about April the 20th, 2025, in Humphreys County, Tennessee, Harold Maurice Marsh did unlawfully enter or remain on the property of the Waverly Church of Nazarene without the owner's consent to do so, in violation of Tennessee Code Annotated 39-14-405, a Class C misdemeanor, all of which is against the peace and dignity of the state of Tennessee. Count 3, and the grand jurors do find that on or about April 20th, 2025, in Humphreys County, Tennessee, Harold Maurice Marsh is unlawfully in a public place with the intent to cause public annoyance or alarm, cause a disturbance by being loud and disruptive and making unreasonable noise, which prevented others from carrying on lawful activities in violation of Tennessee Code Annotated 39-17-305, a Class C misdemeanor, all of which is against the peace and dignity of the state of Tennessee. Signed W.A. Crouch Jr., District Attorney General. So the defendant has been arraigned. How do you wish to plead to that indictment, Mr. Marsh?
Innocent on all charges.
Pardon?
Innocent on all charges.
Oh. I have a form that you will need to sign that shows that you have been advised of your rights and that you're waiving your right to an attorney. You'll sign that form for me, please. Officer Dillon Field retrieve that document, a copy of that indictment for me, please. Just hand her back that indictment. I need to put some dates on there for you. When are we doing the date wise?
Yes, sir. April the 14th for a final plea day, April the 22nd.
Right, you're representing yourself, Mr. Marsh, so your last day to discuss a negotiated plea with the district attorney's office will be April the 14th of 2026. Then you will be put to trial if you do not resolve your case on April the 22nd of 2026. All right? Thank you, and good luck to you.
Thank you, sir.
Docket number 15150, State versus Alicia Carol Matheny. Matheny, you are here to be arraigned on an indictment charging you with rape of a child and incest. You have the right to an attorney. Do you wish to have a lawyer represent you?
Yes, sir.
Public defender,
Waive form reading and document enter plea of not guilty, Your
plea of
Honor.
not guilty is entered.
November the 12th, please.
November the 12th of status. Lawyer will be up to talk with you and see if he can get you ready for either a resolution or a trial. Okay? All right, thank you. Docket number 15151. Docket number 15151. State versus Arez DeMarcus Milan. Milan, you are here to be arraigned on an indictment charging with assault on the first offender, on the first responder. You have 2 counts of assault on a law enforcement officer. You have the right to an attorney. Do you wish to have a lawyer represent you? You want a public defender?
Yes, sir.
Represented previously, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Hooper, the public defender is here, and I'm appointing the public defender to represent you.
Waive form reading the indictment enter plea of not guilty.
Plea of not guilty is entered.
November the 12th. Your Honor.
November 12th, for status. Public defender will be up to talk with you as soon as possible. Docket number 15152, State versus Lawrence Bradley Nix.
Judge, Mr. Spratt represents Mr. Nichols.
Hey, Judge, I'm standing in for Mr. Spratt. I believe he filed a waiver.
All right, show Mr. Spratt as the attorney of record for the defendant. Plea of not guilty is entered. Dates, General.
Your Honor, April the 14th for plea, April the 23rd for trial.
All right. Docket number 15153, State versus Marvin W. Northington. Marvin W. Northington.
Mr. Irving, since you had the bond advisor's findings for $4,000.
Be a conditional forfeiture of the bond in the amount of $4,000. Citation of the bonding company set the final forfeiture on that date 6 months down the road. Interest for the defendant's arrest. New bond will be $10,000.
Yes.
Docket number 14803, State of Tennessee versus Michael A. State versus Tabitha Sue Patterson. Ms. Patterson, you're here to be arraigned on the charge of child abuse, neglect, or endangerment, and you have the right to an attorney. Do you wish to have a lawyer represent you?
Yes.
All right, public defender. Co-defendant is shown to be Cody Tabor.
We represent Mr. Tabor, Your Honor.
Right. I'm going to appoint Mr. Lee Spratt to represent you in this.
Is there any
Patterson.
reduction?
Pardon?
Anyway, ask for a bond reduction.
Well, I've got to give you a lawyer first, and then your lawyer can meet with you and file a motion for a bond reduction. But you will, since you have to have a lawyer, you will need to have that lawyer present for a hearing on a bond reduction. Bond reductions don't occur automatically, but require a hearing where both sides get to present evidence. So now that you have a lawyer, you need to have Mr. Spratt file that motion to get it heard as soon as possible.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Oh, you need a date. Jim?
November 12th.
November 12th. Mr. Hooper, standing in for Mr. Spratt, do you wish a formal reading of the hearing? Ms. Patterson, come back to the docket if you will. Ms. Patterson, can you come back? Ms. Patterson, I'll just arrange it up.
Sorry.
I need to arraign you, and this indictment says that in the Circuit Court of Humphreys County, Tennessee, at Waverly, October term of the grand jury in 2025. The grand jurors of Humphreys County, Tennessee, duly elected panel and sworn to be found in honor about August 8th of 2025 in Humphreys County, Tennessee. Tabitha Sue Patterson and Cody Wade Taylor did unlawfully and feloniously expose WPT, a child under the age of 8 years or less, to methamphetamine or any other controlled substance in violation of Tennessee Code Annotated 3950-401, a Class B felony, all of which is against the peace and dignity of the state of Tennessee. W. Ray Crouch, Jr., District Attorney General. Show that she has been arraigned. That will be given to Mr. Spratt. Please not give visitors. We're going to set this for November the 12th. Is that
Yes,
correct?
sir, Your Honor.
November 12th. All right, Mr. Spratt will be in touch with you as soon as he's notified. Thank you. Docket number 15158B, State versus Cassie M. Plunkett. Ms. Plunkett, you are here to be arraigned on a multi-count indictment charging you with child abuse, neglect, or endangerment of a child 8 years or less, and multiple counts of child abuse, neglect, or endangerment, and cruelty to animals. You have the right to an attorney. Do you wish to have a lawyer? Are you able to hire a lawyer? Raise your right hand. Place your oath.
You solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony shall give shall be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
You're going to have to fill out this affidavit of your income and expenses to be determined whether or not you qualify to have an attorney appointed. I will come back to you later in the day to determine whether or not you qualify. Docket number 15156, State versus Rodney W. Priest. Priest, you're here to be arraigned on an indictment charging you with forgery, altering or falsifying and forging a title or plate or assignment, and making a false report to a police officer. You have the right to an attorney. Do you wish to have a lawyer represent you?
Yes, sir.
Are you planning on hiring a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
General, what dates are we assigning?
And November the 12th.
All right, your next date will be November the 12th, and that will be for your status as to hiring a lawyer. So do your best to hire a lawyer and have that lawyer with you here on November the 12th. All right, moving to page 11. Docket number 14956, State versus Nick Ryan Russell. Offender.
John has Miss Angie bring him over.
All right, we're going to call a second call to bring him over. Docket number 15129C, State versus Marissa Dawn Smith. Ms. Smith, you're here to be arraigned on a multi-count indictment charging you with child abuse or neglect or endangerment, and then multi-counts of child abuse or neglect or endangerment of a child 8 years or less, as well as counts 2 through 10, Counts 11 through 21 are cruelty to animals. You have the right to an attorney. Do you wish to have a lawyer? Are you planning on hiring a lawyer? Raise your right hand. Let's place you on the oath.
You solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you give should be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Fill that out. You're signing another oath. We'll come back to you once I determine, and I'll determine whether or not you qualify or you're going to have to hire your own. Document 15158A, State versus Zachary Allen Snook. Mr. Snook, you're here to be arraigned on an indictment charging you with child abuse or neglect or endangerment. Counts 1 through 7 are child abuse, neglect, or endangerment of a child 8 years or less. Count 8 is cruelty. Counts 8 through 11 is cruelty to animals. You have the right to an attorney. Do you wish to have a lawyer represent you?
Yes, sir.
Are you able to hire a lawyer of your own? Raise your right hand. Let's put you under oath.
You solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you give should be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
One 15155B, State versus Cody Wade Tabor. That's for arraignment. Mr. Cooper, you represent this gentleman.
Pass, Your Honor.
All right, we'll appoint the public defender to represent Mr. Tabor, since he already represents him in the past.
Wait. I'm sorry. Wait for reading the indictment or plead not guilty, Your Honor.
Plead not guilty is entered.
November 12th.
November 12th for status. Public defender will be up to talk with him. 15159, State versus Ethan James Wanamaker.
Mr. Wayne, give Mr. Cooper's standing in House 163.
Flanagan represents him on both these cases.